Now let's go ahead and look at constants. And constants are defined in PHP using the define statement. So for example, go back to make a new one called constants.php. And to create a constant, you just write define, and then a single or double quoted string, like my constant, and then a value. So for example, my constant might be the name Mark. And the naming convention we're going to follow for constants is that they're going to be written in all uppercase with underscores between each word. So just like we're using for variables, except with variables it's all lowercase, with constants it's all uppercase, and there's no $sign. So once I've defined this constant, I can pretty much use it anywhere that I could use a variable in my program. So for example, if I had an echo statement, I could say, hello, my constant, welcome to PHP, and then add a break. And if I go over to the browser and load that, it works just like you'd expect. The value, my constant, is replaced with the value mark. So the advantage of using a constant is that it gives you a single place where you can change the value of the constant that's going to affect all the rest of the code. When you hard code values inside your PHP and then you need to change them later, you have to find all the places where the value is referred to and change each one individually. So having them consolidated in one place is handy, and then later we'll learn how to create a file that has constants that can be accessed later on. Now, in this example, case is significant. So if we go ahead and we copy this line and we replace this with my underscore constant, and then we go ahead and reload, we get an error because we're trying to access the value of something that isn't set. But we can affect that behavior as well. So there's an optional parameter to the define statement which says whether the constant name is significant, the case is significant or not significant. I just pass in the value true, and now case is not significant. So you see it works just fine. So that's the mechanism that PHP uses, for example, for null, or null, or null, or true, true, and so on. So the reason these aren't significant is because they're defined with case not being significant. But for your code, I recommend not doing that. Always use uppercase with underscores and always treat case as significant.